Relax and take notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Throw you in a choke, gun smoke, gun
What's
smoke.
good, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Son and Pop's Culture. We're son and father.
I'm Pop.
Talk about, what do we talk about, Dad?
Well, I guess a little bit of everything. Movies, music, comics, culture.
Life.
Would you say old school meets new school?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just life and all it encompasses. I mean, yeah. I think that's the gist of it.
All right.
A little bit of everything. So, what made you want to do this, bud?
Well, I wanted to do something in the summer that was like creative
Right.
in a way.
Right.
That wasn't just me like working and then like last year I was working and then just working out and it was,
Right.
I wasn't really doing anything.
So basically, you want to. This is like your summer fling, and you're gonna fire me when it's
No. We'll try it in the fall, but
Okay. All right. So I won't hold on for any long term plans. I'll just enjoy the moment.
yeah,
That's what I'll do.
we have 3 months.
3 months. Summer breeze. Yeah, it's like a summer fling.
Yeah.
All right. I can
Hey,
handle
3
that.
months though. A podcast a week.
Yeah, it's like dog years. It'll feel like a year's worth of podcasts for me. This is gonna be interesting. Should I look at the camera or should I look at you? Or
You
a
can
little
do
bit of both.
Yeah.
All right.
When you say something
Yeah.
important.
Well, to our countless viewers out there, I'm just here to say I'm going to be at probably like a 7, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to say or what I'm going to do, but I'm really looking forward to seeing where these conversations go. Tonight we're drinking Bloody Marys,
Yes.
and I'm guessing, what is this, a 21-year-old's quest to find the drink that he loves?
Yeah, I just want to venture out.
Okay.
I want to know. I want to know different tastes.
Yeah, so this was a interesting choice. Bloody Marys they're pretty dope. They're more of a day after a long night of drink, or like you meet your homie for a brunch drink, or maybe if you're at dinner type drink. I wouldn't recommend people ordering these at the club because the bartender will probably look at you like you're crazy or cuss you out. But they'll make it. But yeah, good luck with that. What do you think so far, bud?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a fan of tomato juice. So.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So, what's in a Bloody Mary?
Tonight's Bloody Mary is vodka, lime, and Bloody Mary mix because
Not even real tomato juice.
no, it's kind of like a tomato base and whatever spices they put in. I'm not a bartender, but I'm pretty sure if you actually made a Bloody Mary from scratch, it would be tomato juice, probably some Tabasco sauce, horseradish. See, your mother would know, but I know, yeah, there's horseradish, a little celery stick, lime, salt, pepper. Yeah. So your pap told me that tomato juice settles your stomach. So I guess that's why people drink Bloody Marys the day after they've been drinking heavily. I'm not really sure, but it makes sense to me. I'll probably switch over to something else after I finish this one, but this is pretty good. It's a pretty good mix.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. So it's funny. I've been thinking about this podcast all week, and I realized I'm not really prepared for it because I haven't watched any shows. I haven't read any comics, but I have listened to some music because why?
Yeah, that was one of my points I had.
Well,
written down.
do you want to go ahead and go?
All right. So if you're in the know, you should know that J. Cole dropped an album today on May 14th. And yeah, so what are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on J. Cole's new album, Off Season. Well, 30 seconds into listening to it, I paused it and I called you because he said if I was betting on myself, I'd double down. And that was probably the hardest line I've heard in the last 2 months. Maybe the hardest line I heard of 2021. I'm not sure. But Then I called your Uncle Brian, and then I called Pooh, and I just had to let people know.
In the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was before I even started listening to it again. I called you, I called your Uncle Brian, I called Pooh. And then I listened to it, like, I had to go to like 5 different places. So I was getting mad because, you only get so much. You get 3 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and it's 12 tracks. So I wasn't getting to listen to it how I wanted to listen to it. But, yeah, it's an instant classic, in my opinion. I think right now, after today, I think it goes J. Cole, Kendrick, Big Sean. What?
Okay,
What?
Continue.
Look, yeah, I'm an old ass man, and I'm in the little Uzi Vert and all this. I
wouldn't put him.
Look, I love Kendrick, but Kendrick hasn't released anything in 3 years.
Yeah.
Period.
If you include Black Panther.
So we'll say 2.5 years. I mean, his last 2 were classics, but right now, currently, with J. Cole releasing this today, I feel like it was a game changer, and I put him at the top of my list. Because as soon as I heard that song, it made me motivated. It made me want to like do something, like go work harder, work out, hit somebody. It made me want to do something. And until Kendrick comes with something, or Big Sean comes with something else, because he's always like my number 3 out of those 3. But off season, which I think is like a perfect title, because champions are made in the off season. Like that's how I take it. So,
well. Okay, so I listened to almost all of it.
Here we go.
I think there's 12 songs. I listened to 10 of them.
Okay.
And I thought it was good, obviously. I knew it was going to be good because it's J. Cole.
Yeah.
So that's not even a question. And I was listening to it while I was working out. Actually, half of it I was like outside, and the other half I was working out. And it was good, but I can't just sit like every song, like I don't know how to explain it, but it felt like one of those like you said, you were motivated.
Yeah,
that's what it was for. And with the how you said it's the off season and all that, and, getting back, so I fit that theme. I don't know how to explain. It was good. I liked it. I don't have any complaints. I have to listen to it again. I only listened to like the songs I listened to like once, besides the one song with 21 Savage.
Yeah, which was surprise. Hey, I liked. I don't really like that 21 Savage as much, but I like that song.
No, I like.
Buddy, did you hear when he said, "Put the M on your hat"? Your brother's Luigi.
Yeah, I read.
What?
I saw a comment on that.
What?
That's pretty funny.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah.
He delivered.
Yes, he did. I feel like this after, like, I still feel like Forest Hills was the shit. And then the next 2, like KOD, and then the one after that, or one before that. I forget. He had that EP.
No, it was that For Your Eyes.
Yeah, For Your Eyes. Yeah, those are dope. But, like, I'm not going to lie, For Your Eyes, that, like, comes up on my shuffle when I listen to the songs, but I was never, like, drawn to, like, continuously listen to that.
Those last 2 albums is not dropped off, but people, like, weren't crazy.
They were
they respected, which was
they
weird.
respected.
People respected him still, but they weren't really digging those albums.
Well, I think, they weren't something you could just sit there and listen to over and over again, but you can't say they're not good. They're good.
Yeah.
They're just, it's like Johnny Gambino's last CD. It's good. Yeah, I said CD. I'm 45. His last CD was good, but I seriously listened to like one song like 10 times, and the other ones I'm like, yeah, they're good, but they're not just not me. Like,
I like that CD. I just forget it came out.
Right.
Especially when it came out.
Right.
But I don't forget. And it didn't help that it didn't have any like album art or whatever.
Right. Yeah, it was just
or titles.
just
There's one
styles.
title.
Yeah,
one title was with Ariana Grande. Too.
Are you serious?
It's like featured Ariana Grande.
Wow.
I'm like, did he?
They probably made, made him do that.
There's 2 titles. My bad.
They probably made him do that. I'm telling you. He was like, oh, seriously? Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, but I figure, so J. Cole dropped. It's May. You already know that Bruno Mars's
Silk Sonic.
Yeah, Silk Sonic is coming soon. So, I mean, it could end up being a repeat of, what was that, 2018?
16.
Was that 2016?
Yeah.
When Damn
It was
dropped?
2016, 2017.
Yeah, when, like, you had, like, 5 bangers drop all within 6 months of each other. So, I mean, it could happen. Kendrick's past due. The Weeknd just had something, last year? Your boy,
Yeah,
what's his name?
Snubbed.
Your boy Frank Ocean.
Yeah,
he's
not
due.
coming for. Yeah, it'll be 5 years.
Yeah, he's past due.
Yeah. Well, people were thinking, and then that stuff with his brother happened.
What happened with his brother? Oh,
yeah, he died in that car
he
crash.
died. That's right.
But yeah, so we don't know. But there's that popular TikTok sound. It's a backyard.
I don't TikTok.
Song.
What?
Yeah, it's
Hey, I work with this dude Bulldog, and his brother is younger than him. I guess he's like close to your age. So we were going back and forth about old shows, and he said, "What you know about the Backyardigans?" So I'm back with.
It was a good show.
Yeah,
it was a good show.
The hardest, yeah.
But the song is "Castaways."
Okay.
You know if you heard it.
So wait, it's Frank Ocean?
No. That's. So the song is getting popular, and people are like, "Oh, cover Frank Ocean cover of this." It's coming. It'd be. It'd be hard, and it would be good if he covered that song.
Oh, but it's big on TikTok.
Yeah, it was like this week. I heard it once, and then like the next day, I kept hearing it, and I was like, you know what, this song is pretty good. And now people are doing remixes of it and stuff.
Yeah, you'll have to show it to me because I don't TikTok. What was the TikTok? What was the video I showed you a couple weeks ago? And when I showed it to you, like perked up, I was like, this was a TikTok. Do you remember what that song was?
Yeah, it was that 80s song that you said was not good.
Not good.
I forget. It was a.
Was it a dude?
Woman.
It was a
rap
woman.
Group. It was the rap group.
Oh yeah, it was like Trim, the cars that go boom.
Yeah. That was popular months ago.
That's crazy.
I remember.
Yeah, that song was bad when it came out. That's just crazy that it was a TikTok.
I don't remember the dance, or if there was a dance. I don't even remember the trend.
Your sister will probably remember.
Yeah, she heard it when you were playing it, and she was like,
"Oh my gosh!"
She's like, "Oh yeah,
that's a
I
TikTok.
recognized it."
Wow. Yeah, she looked really pretty today, right? It was prom.
Oh yeah,
Shout out to Buttercup and Robbie Rotten. You guys look good. So, can I say Robbie Rotten?
Yeah, I don't care. They're just probably like, who's Robbie?
Well, Robbie's my daughter's boyfriend, and I call him Robbie Rotten. It's a term of endearment because of what was it? What was the show? Lazy Town.
Yeah.
And Robbie Rotten. So, yeah, there's that. So, moving on.
Are you done with J. Cole? Are you done with the hype?
Yeah, I guess I'm done with J. Cole. I mean, go get the album. Listen to it. Let it change your life. Let it change. Yeah, get the album.
Stream the album.
Yeah, whatever.
And then you're a hardcore fan, get that on vinyl. Because that's probably the only.
Yeah.
They don't sell CDs.
Yeah.
Or buy CDs.
Yeah, no one buys CDs. I remember the last CD I bought your mom. It was like James Blunt in like 2010 or something.
I don't
and
even
I
know
think
that
she
is.
liked like one song on it. And anyways.
Last CD I bought.
Daft Punk. You were like 11.
I was.
Yeah.
And then what happened soon after? Get Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was ahead of the curve.
You were.
Or behind it.
Yeah, no, they blew up. Yeah, but they say no. With Good Lucky, that's when they started making music that like everybody would listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember driving back from Georgia and playing your Daft Punk CD, and I was like, yeah, some of these songs are painful, but some of them were good.
Make sure you're.
Oh,
sorry.
So yeah.
But,
so yeah.
Yes, that CD. I remember that too. Like falling asleep, not the ride to Georgia, but like we were driving. I think around town. And some random songs came on it. I was like, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
I only knew 2 songs.
What, Harder, Faster, Stronger?
Yeah. Actually, I only knew one. And then One More Time was also on that. And I was like, oh, this is a pretty good.
Is a good song, though.
But besides that, I bought that CD just for one song.
Which was what, Harder, Faster, Stronger?
Yeah. Wow. And I only bought that. I only knew that song because of Kanye West.
Yeah. Because what, he sampled them? Or no?
Yeah, he sampled.
Yeah. Kanye's a genius.
Mm-hmm.
A human may concern. Modern day David Bowie. David Bowie of rap.
Was David Bowie that crazy though?
Yeah.
Okay,
he was
artistically, but he wasn't saying, he wasn't having people like, oh, is Kanye okay?
I mean, but it was a different era. I mean, if they had the exposure then that Kanye has now, people probably would have worried about Bowie. They'd have worried about a lot of artists because it's right there in your face, like all day, every day. You can't just go in your mansion and like be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got to like tell everybody. So, yeah. So yeah, I think David Bowie probably was as crazy as Kanye.
I still don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like he was.
He mellowed out in his old age. Come on, man. David Bowie was the bad guy in Labyrinth.
That's what I was just thinking too. Like, what made him do Labyrinth?
Yeah, why would he? I mean, Labyrinth. Jim Henson was like, what do you think? They was like, I mean,
yeah,
what kind of?
What's the cast? There's 2 humans.
Yeah.
In this movie.
His 14-year-old girl, a little boy, and you.
The baby. I forgot. So they don't have to worry about the baby.
Yeah.
Jim Henson was probably like, we can make it a puppet.
We got a puppet for that.
So they needed the main girl, and then
that's probably why he did it, because it was all puppets. He was probably on some like, I don't want to be around people shit.
David Bowie.
Yeah.
That was 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I'll do it. He's like, how many scenes do I have with the girl, with the human? They were like 3. He was like, I'll do it.
And how many songs do I have to write?
Yeah. 2, and we'll repeat the one at the end.
Which I haven't seen that movie in a while. What was the song?
I don't even remember. I don't remember the like song because it's a Bowie song. But then there was that one, the babe with the power.
Yeah, I actually like that. I like how that one starts.
Yeah, that one's kind of funky.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But then there's like there's that slow song. Remember when she's like, when she finally realizes,
and she's like falling.
Yeah,
I didn't like that part of the movie as a kid.
I have no time for that. I'm sure Netflix will probably remake it soon with all CGI or something.
Oh yeah, remember when they did the Dark Crystal?
Nobody watched it. Yeah, including myself.
That sucks.
Yeah, I tried to watch like 10 minutes of it and was like, I'm good on this. But hey, they tried.
Yeah, I mean, I never watched the original, so
I think I tried to get you to watch it, and you just didn't make it. I think.
I respect it.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen most of the classics. It's just crazy. You were so young, and now you have to like rewatch everything. You know.
Well, with the Muppets, I've only seen like that stuff. I've actually never seen like a full
like Muppet movie.
Yeah.
The only Muppet movie I think worth watching is the first one, which is the Muppet movie. Oh nope, you gotta watch the Muppet movie. Then you gotta watch the Great Muppet Caper.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say the Manhattan.
And then Muppets Take Manhattan. Okay. And the only reason I remember that's because I don't know. There was a reason we were at Graham's when I was a kid, and it was like all my cousins, like the Furious Five, like all of us, and that movie was on like constantly. So we watched it like all the time. And I remember Sonya and Tay had already seen it, so they were like all about like telling us about it. And yeah, so Muppets Take Manhattan might not be that good, but it was just, I have fond memories of it. So
but they made one like every year.
Yeah, then they had like the Muppets Pirate Adventure, which is probably
then they started like
they
started milking the
they were trash. But I remember, the first Muppet Show, like I dug it because it was almost like watching a cartoon, but not quite. They'd have all the celebrity guests.
What about Muppet Babies?
Muppet Babies was the shit. It was weird though. Like Muppet Babies was like a real weird cartoon. Like it was just weird, and it was from like little kids in a nursery, like Muppet Babies perspective. So like everything was like their imagination. Like they'd open a closet, and it would be like actual footage from the moon landing. You know, it'd be like weird stuff like that. Yeah, but it was all like their imaginations. Like, a little kid open a closet and you see whatever you want to see in there. And that's kind of the stuff that they were doing. And they were always in the nursery. And Nanny was their nanny, but you only saw Nanny from like the waist down because she was an adult. So they always be looking up at Nanny.
Like Dexter's, like the mayor and his assistant.
Yeah, what's her name?
I forget her name.
Miss Bulma. Sarah? No, Miss Bellum. No, that's not Dexter. That's Powerpuff Girls.
That's what I meant. I meant to say Power.
Man. Miss Bellum, Sarah Bellum.
I look like a fool.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
This
Same creator or director. So
Yeah. This is where I be fact checking people.
yeah, you're right. My bad.
I'm saying, if I say something bad, feel free to fact check me, people. But it's probably not gonna happen. So, should I bring up my pet peeves with other people's podcasts, or should I wait for a later date? I'll wait.
No, you can go ahead. You can rant.
No,
I
I'm
guess.
not. No, I'm gonna let
Okay,
it go.
let's be positive.
Let's be positive.
First podcast.
Yeah. We have goals here. We're trying to chop it up a little bit, and yeah, I'll rant later.
Okay.
I'll offend some people later. I'll come for Joe Rogan's neck later. So,
Yeah, you could probably hop on the bandwagon.
buddy, first and foremost, who was listening?
No, I mean, on coming
come
at us
for-
still. I feel more people
yeah.
are like
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
diehard.
Well, I
fans
guess when he
anymore.
made that comment about people not getting vaccinated, a lot of people got upset with him for that.
Yeah.
I don't really have it like that because I know Joe Rogan. No, but it's I don't
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I mean, yeah, Joe's cool. I mean, I just talked to him the other day, but no, I mean, it's not my issue. Really, isn't. I don't know. It's bandwagon people all of a sudden loving him, coming to me acting
they're acting like he's new, but
Yeah.
he's been doing it for. I remember being like not even a teenager, and you guys talking about his podcast.
Yeah. And I mean, he's, I guess, the epitome of like what an influencer is. Like the Rogan bump is a real thing. You know, like they used to have the Carson bump. You do the Johnny Carson show, and all of a sudden you have a spike in popularity. So that's real. But that's in this day and age, that's a weird phenomenon to witness. You know, he can go in there and say he gargles with coconut oil, and then 100,000 people are going to do it tomorrow. You know, and that's the thing that trips me out. Like, I don't know.
No, that is true.
You know,
I feel like now it's kind of slowly dying with him, with stuff like that.
I hope, because I have people offering me CBD oil, and I'm like, oh my god, man, come on.
I mean, at one point, I remember like listening to him a lot a couple years ago, like at work, and and I was like, oh man, that sounds healthy or something. Like I never did any of this stuff, but I was like, oh yeah, I'm about that.
Yeah.
Having no idea if it's credible.
Yeah, people go on there and they're always like 1%, like, yeah, I can control my dreams. Really? There's no documentation anywhere in science of people controlling their dreams, but you do because you take Onnit.com's nootropics. That's awesome. Amazing. It's amazing. So, I don't know. And then 100,000 people go and buy it and then tell you how they... Who was trying to... Which one of your friends was trying to lucid dream in high school? Who was that?
Nico.
That's awesome.
No, that was middle school. It was middle school, so it's a little better.
Yeah?
And yeah.
Yeah. I mean, did it work?
I don't know. But I was interested.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting to think about, but I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, I wish I could just decide I'm a dream that I'm flying tonight. That'd be great.
Better question. How many people did you know after Inception that thought they could do that or something? Or thought,
No.
you know, I'm a train.
I'm a train. No, I'll tell you this one because I forget how old were you when Inception came out?
Like 10.
Yeah, so I didn't see Inception probably till you were like 15. So I just had people going, Matt, you gotta watch Inception, Matt. And I'm like, you gotta tell me more than just Matt Inception.
That's how the trailer is.
It's just
Inception.
It's dome. Yeah, okay. Yeah. He tried that with Tenet, didn't work out real well. This was like, Tenet, give me your money.
Yeah.
America said, nah.
That trailer is interesting though.
It was. I mean, seeing stuff go backwards is only so cool though. It doesn't matter that you spent millions of dollars to do it. Like, it's just stuff going backwards.
But the reason for why, that's what's interesting.
Yeah, but I don't think people are at a place right now where they want to have a headache when they leave. I could watch Inception. You could watch Inception. I mean, not Inception,
Wait,
Tenet.
1 second.
And be fine. But imagine your mom watching Tenet. Like, love her to death, but for real, you know your mom be like, what the fuck? She'd be like, what? She'd be like, she wouldn't say anything. And then the last 10 minutes, she'd be like, Julius, what is this? Like seriously, you know that. And she'd get mad. So, I don't know. I just don't think people are at a point right now where they want to be entertained, but they don't want their heads to hurt when they're done.
I think if it came out at a different time, if it came out this summer, it would have made a lot of money. Not end of this summer. But if they waited a year, I think it would have made the
You think?
same Nolan money.
Okay, see, that's where you lost me. So you think
Nolan money?
Nolan money's
Yes,
not real,
yes,
bud.
it
It's
is.
not real. It's not a real thing.
Look at his stats.
Yeah, look at his stats. Go ahead, give me his stats. Break it down to me, please.
Okay.
And Dark Knight doesn't count because if you put Batman on anything, it's going to make money. Go.
Really? Because Batman versus Superman, Justice League.
It made more. It made $800 million.
It didn't. Batman versus Superman should have been $1.5 billion movie at least.
It should have been. The only reason it wasn't. Okay, maybe let me change that. You can put Batman on anything pre-Marvel's dominance, and it's going to hit hard. Now that Marvel's just pretty much running the show.
No, I think if they would have,
Yeah,
if DCU would have did it, well, like just from the
if they'd have
beginning,
done it well,
yeah.
But what they lead with? They didn't lead with Batman. They led with Superman.
They're just Russian.
Yeah, and then people were so like on the fence about Man of Steel that then it came time for Batman versus Superman, which I thought would have been big, but
yeah. Well, I think remember when Man of Steel came out and there was like executive producer
Christopher Nolan,
and we were like, oh, is the Dark Knight trilogy in the DCU? And then
gosh, if Christian Bale shows up,
yeah, and then we all were thinking, whoa, was Christian Bale? Yeah, we were all thinking that.
Yeah,
they didn't really tell us either until they're like Batman versus Superman, Ben Affleck, he's Batman. And we're like, oh,
which I still think was great casting.
Yeah,
but
I like. I mean,
I think they messed up with Man of Steel. I like Man of Steel. Just two things I didn't like. When his dad's just like, yeah, let me die, even though you can like stop a tornado, and when he kills Zod, those are the two things I don't like.
His dad in general. If you look at his dad, he's not. He is not supportive.
Yeah, he's not the father that would have raised Superman.
No.
Maybe I should have let him drown. Should I have let him drown? Maybe.
Which, I'm not gonna lie.
Kids.
I like that. I like that part because you're like, man, that's a good moral question. But no, that's not.
No,
what
it's
he
not.
would
He's
do.
basically saying to protect your identity.
Yeah, let people die.
Let that busload of kids die.
Yeah, that's messed up. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah,
good.
that's not Superman.
Yeah,
that's not very super. That's not super anything.
Yeah, how would he become Superman?
Yeah,
What would make him if he's
Yeah.
getting that shoved down his throat? Like, hide your identity. Don't save
They're
anyone.
going to get you.
What would make him want to become Superman?
I mean, truthfully, okay, I guess that is something missing from the story too, because he literally like, dad dies, goes to Alaska, throws a truck into a tree, finds a ship, right as Zod and them are taking over the world, and then he goes and fights him. Mm-hmm. And so there is no like real like.
Yeah, that was a complaint.
I need to be a hero. There is no like. Clark becomes a hero.
Yeah.
And how's he gonna let his mom's farm go into foreclosure? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty messy.
I was like,
what a son. What a son.
I'm like, wait a second. He ain't been dead that long, and they're taking the farm. Like, what were you doing?
Yeah, what
were you doing, Clark? Like, you just rolled out. Your mom's over here driving the tractor. It's crazy.
Metropolis rent is. He doesn't have money to send.
He's like, Mom, I'm paying $3,000 for this efficiency. Lowe's has expensive taste. Just sell the farm. Crazy. But Nolan, so Nolan.
Yes, his stats.
So okay, no, I'll give you Begins.
No, I won't even give you Dark Knight. I won't give you that trilogy.
No, but see, everything comes off of that because after Dark Knight, they were like, Christopher Nolan's next movie, Inception. Because all right, just to prove a point, look at The Prestige. I love The Prestige. No one went to see that movie. Nobody was thinking about Christopher Nolan. I'm
actually curious about how much money that made. So I'm going to look it up.
Look it up, please. Fact check me. Not to tell you the truth, because everybody was talking about the Edward Norton one, which isn't that good. The Illusionist, because they came out at the same time.
Oh, I remember that. I never saw it, but
Jessica Biel, I think, is in that.
Okay. So the budget was $40 million.
Okay.
And domestically, it made $53 million.
Nolan money. Nolan money.
Internationally, it made 56. So worldwide, it was 109.
No, is that Nolan money? Is it?
That's
when did it come
money.
out? When did it come out?
2006.
So it
a
came
year
out
after Batman Begins.
Okay, so he didn't even hit. He didn't hit.
No, but
until
it
Dark
was
Knight.
Still a success. No, Batman Begins made money.
It did, but like, buddy, I remember that movie coming and going, and me not seeing it until it came out on DVD.
Yeah, but that was that time when you were barely going to the theaters.
No, that wasn't bootleg time.
No, I'm just meant in general. Like you had a kid. Or whatever.
I wasn't. Yeah, I was going to see Ice Age, and then Ice Age 2, and then Ice Age 3. and Jimmy Neutron. Oh my God, what year was that? 2006.
For what?
For
Batman Begins was 05.
05. So yeah, you were like 5.
Yeah, I remember. I remember getting that on DVD for my birthday.
Your sister was a baby. It was for your birthday.
Yeah, it came with that and the
cartoon. Yeah, that's right.
And I remember watching the cartoon. I was like,
"This ain't my Batman."
Yeah, because I was like, "What the heck is this Joker?" Even as a kid, I was like, "What is
dreads.
this?" Yeah, and he was voiced by a black guy.
Yeah,
His
he was.
Voice had all bass. And
he was.
But no, it was like him jumping around. I was like, "What the heck is this?"
They said that show ended up having legs though.
Yeah.
Like, people look back at it now and it's like.
Yeah, I was watching a video.
Unsung classic.
It seemed interesting.
I don't think I've ever watched a full episode of that though. For real, I think it was a comic book dude that did the character designs for that though. I think it was Medora, maybe.
Yeah, I did know that.
He did
I don't
the
know
Jackie
the name.
Chan cartoon too.
Yes, that's who. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Which I don't remember that cartoon. I mean, I remember watching it, but I don't remember it.
I just wonder how much money you think he actually got for that. Like, you know, like they're like, Jackie, we got this idea. We want to put your name on it. How much? Like when Mike Tyson said he only got $50,000 for Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's insane.
Yeah,
that's insane. But so I'm like, well, with Jackie Chan, they're like, Jackie, we're going to call it something. So like, or do you think he actually got? Did he voice it too?
I'm pretty sure.
Huh. Oh, maybe he got paid then. You know, because they had that Rambo cartoon back in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like they changed the character's looks just enough so they didn't have to pay Sylvester Stallone. You know, but the Jackie Chan show literally was like Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
I mean,
imagine a professional voice actor going in for Sylvester Stallone's voice.
No. We need you to do Stallone. He's like, I do this at parties all the time when I'm drunk. Hey. Wow.
Yeah, Jackie Chan did voice him.
So wait, speaking of Stallone, what? So Creed 3, Stallone's not going to be in it?
I saw an Instagram thing.
Or is he saying he wants to direct it? Which one is it?
He's not going to be in it.
Okay.
They said Michael B. Jordan's supposed to direct.
Well,
I mean, that's
it was fun while it lasted.
What? I don't know. I feel like they'll have such a budget, not like a crazy budget, but that he probably won't have to do that much.
Yeah, it probably won't be hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Yeah.
And they'll be like, I can do that.
Yeah,
again. And then
he'll just
like I don't even know what movie.
Yeah. Well, I just heard today that I guess the rumor about the Black Superman movie, it might not even be happening, and he said he doesn't plan on playing him either. So, but
you know who would be good?
Who?
If they do like, oh wait, never mind. I was gonna say if they do like an older, because it's supposed to be in the 80s, right?
What, the Black Superman?
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
Know.
I thought it was supposed to be in the 80s, like a period piece.
Oh.
I was gonna say, but then I thought it was also like, I've just remembered that it's not supposed to be that one Kryptonian that's actually black. They're just doing straight up. But when I thought it was supposed to be the Kryptonian, I was like, oh, they should do that one guy from This Is Us. Sterling.
Oh, yeah. Sterling, yeah, he's good.
If it was in the 80s.
He's good. He's real
like
good.
As an older guy, but no, it's supposed to be.
Here's a thought.
Kal-El. Or whatever his name. Yeah,
Kal-El.
Yeah.
Here's a thought. The Kryptonians were a genetically advanced civilization, like scientifically advanced, geneticists, eliminated like actual births. They had that whole codex. So do you think they would have found a way to eliminate race?
Yeah, as soon as you start talking.
Yeah, like it just hit me just now. Yeah. Like, why would race exist in Krypton?
As soon as you were thinking about that, saying that, I was like, well, yeah, why do they look like us?
Yeah, like they like, yeah, there shouldn't really be race, because race is like, in a world like that, probably would have been eliminated, because they did so much with genetics.
Mm-hmm. They would make like the perfect human, I guess.
Yeah, and just pass it on. Yeah.
So then this is like a comic book issue then. Mm-hmm. Why doesn't every Kryptonian look alike?
Right. Yeah, they should all get the same features.
Yeah. Like, you could do like a Kryptonian. You'd have to change everything, but a Kryptonian shows up and it looks just like Superman.
They could still probably pull something like that off, or like maybe. But they brought back all those Kryptonians a few years ago, because really all you had was Superman, Supergirl, and like Zod.
Mm-hmm.
You could say like they just tweak it a little bit so that they're not all exact copies, but for the most part they're all genetically the same.
Yeah.
So they're all brothers and sisters. But yeah. That would be a good story though. Yeah, have someone show up, but it's not like, oh, he's your twin. Like, no, this is just what Kryptonians look like.
Yeah,
like every fifth Kryptonian looks like me, and then the next one looks like him, and the next one looks like her.
Yeah,
like,
they have like three.
Yeah, this is what we look like. Like this because it's perfect.
Mm.
That Yeah.
And then boom, he's on Earth.
Yeah.
You could pull like a Invincible thing. He's on Earth just to conquer people.
Just to conquer.
So he's a bad Superman.
Yeah. 0 fucks given. Speaking of Invincible, yeah, I'm like obsessed now with getting those books.
Mm-hmm. Like
To
the
those of you
individual.
To those of you who don't know, my claim to fame, my personal claim to fame is I've read every issue of Invincible and I've never purchased one. So now my goal is to go back and actually buy the books. So I don't know. What did you think of the series, bud? I mean, we're 2 weeks late, but bump it. It was that good. In my opinion.
Are we 2 weeks? I thought, was it last week?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
It was last week.
Was it last week? Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It
okay.
was. It was. Yeah.
I mean, it's still worth talking about it.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Go.
But it was. I remember reading. I read like the first 50 issues, and I remember reading it, being like, "Oh, this would be such a good movie or a show."
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember like last fall, you said, "Isn't that going to be a show on Amazon Prime?" So then
Yes, I did.
yeah. I didn't even know. And then I remember seeing the trailer, and I was like, I know it's gonna be good, but that trailer didn't get me hyped for it, and I think that's why I didn't watch it right away. Yeah. Because like I had so much stuff like I had to do.
Right.
So the trailer didn't get me excited, but I knew it would be good. And then I watched the first episode, and I was like, "Oh, that was good." And I watched the second one, and they both felt long. But then the one day I just finished the show. Like, from Vita
once it got
8.
rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I knew once, like the first episode, you know how they ended it with Omni-Man,
which happens
I knew
way later in the book.
Does it? I thought it was.
No, I think he doesn't kill all of them till later in the book. I'm pretty sure. I think like issue 12 is when that happens.
No.
No?
No.
Are you sure? All right, I could be wrong. I actually don't know.
I feel like it's early.
Is that
it might
early?
not be issue 1, but it's definitely towards the beginning.
Well, I guess this season covered the first 3 trades. So
yeah, it covered that omnibus you have. Yeah. It covered that whole thing.
Yeah.
But I remember flipping. I didn't read it. I remember flipping through it, and I was like, "Oh, this happened later, or this happened earlier." Like they did like puzzle things.
Wait, so you've read basically those 3 omnibus. So that's the 50 issues you okay.
I think it's like 50.
Yeah. So much more happens. I'm like looking forward to watching them and seeing them because I haven't read them all in so long. Like I started reading it. Like I bought the omnibus after I'd finished it. You know, I just bought them because they were on sale for $5. So I started reading it. Oh man, actually no, I started reading it from issue 1. You know, I may or may not have been reading it online. I don't know, but I read them. So and then I like plowed through them and I caught up. I forget where it was at on the newsstand when I caught up. Like at the comic store, I mean, and then I would just go in and read it and then not buy it because I'm that guy. Don't do that. That's terrible. Support your local comic shop.
Yeah, it's $3.
Shout out to Lou at Impossible Dreams and shout out to Colin at Pittsburgh Comics. But so yeah, I forget where I was at when I caught up, but I would read them off the shelf. But I'd buy other books, you knew that. But it was just so good, and it just goes so many different places. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do it and what they cut out and what they keep because, I mean, there's some. I mean, not just that final episode, man. I don't know how far they can go with season 2 to make like season 2 have the same punch that season 1 had.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, come on, bud. That finale, Father to Son, that should kill me. That killed me, man.
Okay, so one reason why I think a lot of people like season 1 and why it's so good is because it like played against your typical tropes. Because like like I was watching reviews, obviously, and without spoiling it, you can't really say much that sounds interesting. You're like, oh, this teenager gets superpowers. It's like him dealing with both. I know. I'm just saying, without spoilers, you say, oh, he's a teenager dealing with balancing life and being a superhero.
Which they've seen like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Already. Yeah.
So the shows, and then you introduce spoilers, all this stuff with Omni-Man and everything, and you're like, oh, this isn't your typical superhero show. So, and what I remember of reading the second Omnibus, I'm thinking like...
No, you can't spoil that.
I'm not, because I barely remember it. What I am going to say, though, if this is a spoiler, I feel like it didn't play against any tropes. That's when it did go into new areas still. And it was, I do remember it setting up stuff that I was like, whoa, what's going on here? But it wasn't doing any tropes like, oh, you have this great superhero Omni-Man. Like, what is his deal? What's going on with him? Why did he just kill their version of the Justice League?
Yeah.
From my opinion. So I think that's going to be tricky for people to just be like, oh, this is so good. This is just like season 1.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't.
Yeah. It doesn't have that. Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
But I mean, I read this years ago, so I don't remember exactly what happened.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of. So this is like, I guess I hear what you're saying. Like, this is kind of like you're saying with the tropes. I guess is the way comic books usually go.
Yeah.
And then Invincible went like that.
Yeah.
It just stays like that. It doesn't do it again. But it's already off that, right? So I think that'll still work. Like, it's not gonna. It's already off the beaten trail, so it's gonna continues to break new ground. I just don't think anything is as drastic as that initial.
Yeah, that's what got people hooked. Because I do remember feeling that when reading it too. Because I read the first one crazy, and I was like, this is one of the best things I've read. Yeah. And then the second one, I still read it really fast because the momentum, and that's why I didn't finish the third one because it was still really good. Yeah. And I want to go back to it, but I just lost steam.
Yeah, I can't even remember where those. Oh, excuse me. I can't even remember where the omnibus, the third one, ends, like story wise.
I didn't finish it.
Yeah, because it's just, because Omni-Man he's a super complex character. He's like Bill Cosby. I'm just saying. What Dave Chappelle say? He rapes, but he saves. Oh, that's terrible. Omni-Man. Oh
yeah,
Omni-Man. He did a terrible thing.
He did
multiple terrible things, but think about the years years that he saved the planet. And obviously he was conflicted. He wasn't super conflicted. Like, I think if what's his name, Mark? If Mark would have just been like, okay, Dad, I'll roll with you, that would have been it. But it took him having to beat his son to a pulp for his inner conflict to finally come out and him just leave. Because
now, what would have happened if Mark never got his powers? Because there's multiple moments when he was like, I didn't think this was gonna happen.
I think that was
he knew it was gonna happen, but at the same time, I think he had doubts that it just wasn't because it was so late.
He probably would have never done it. I think he was that was his I'll do it when Mark gets his powers, and Mark not getting his powers was making his life a lot easier. I think. I
don't know because
he didn't look he didn't look happy when he told him. He was like, oh
yeah.
It wasn't like he was happy. It was like,
but you could take that. Was he like, oh man, now I have to do this mission again? Or was he like, oh shoot, it's go time. I
gotta
change things.
Okay. I would like to think that it was I gotta do.
Because I see what you're saying because the mom did say ever since Mark got his powers, you've been acting different. Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to turn back to who he was when he first got there. Because when you see that one flashback at the baseball game, that was a humanizing moment for him. That was he didn't understand why. And Mark was already born and was a kid.
I know he was and literally he was
and he's still this doesn't make any sense to me. But then he she made him see. So I like Omni-Man. It's terrible.
I like him. I definitely like him as a character, but he multiple times I was like, he is a jerk.
Oh, he's a jerk. He's a jerk, but he could be much worse considering who he is.
Yeah.
You know? And I just feel like, as a father, you know, we have feet of clay, and when our kids realize that, it's a weird situation, you know? But that's just conversation for another podcast, I guess. We're not in the life section yet. That's later. But so yeah, Invincible's dope. Bad Batch started on Disney Plus, and I haven't watched it. Like literally right now, this moment, what we're doing is the shit I complain about with other people's podcasts. When I'm like, if you're gonna talk about pop culture, you better be on top of it. But I had stuff going on. I work, so so I didn't have time to watch it. And truthfully, when they announced Bad Batch, I wasn't super excited because I didn't really care for the Bad Batch episodes on the last season of Clone Wars. So I was
I feel like I didn't watch the last season of Clone Wars, but I feel like people liked them. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I got what they were trying to do, but it's like 2 weeks after like the show ends, they announce they're doing a Bad Batch show. So I'm like, well, that's why we got stuck with the Bad Batch for 2 episodes.
Oh yeah, so they're doing a backdoor spinoff.
Yeah, a backdoor pilot. Yeah. So, I mean, they were all right, but
how many episodes did they release?
Like the first day. They said they did 2 so far, but they said the first one was like 70 minutes. And then the next one was like 45, and they're doing 16 episodes.
So is every episode like that?
No, I think they're going to probably be around 40, I guess. 16.
Wait, 40 though?
I guess.
That's long.
Yeah, that's long.
For a cartoon. Like,
there ain't going to be no Jedi doing Invincible. Jedi shit, so I don't even know if I want to watch it. So, I'm just saying, bud.
I get what you're saying.
What am I saying? What's the one thing I want to see when I watch Star Wars?
Yeah.
Jedi doing Jedi shit.
At least one.
Just give me a lightsaber.
A lightsaber. Because Rogue One.
Yeah.
We were really good until.
Yeah, no, Rogue One. Ex Jedi. I mean, Force sensitive dude doing Force sensitive shit. That was enough for me.
Oh yeah. That wasn't. Yeah, they knew the formula. But then I'm saying Darth Vader.
Oh, and then Vader showed up. Yeah,
they're like, all right, you waited long enough.
Yeah, the dopest Darth Vader we've ever seen in Star Wars history. So, yeah, I love that scene because you saw how terrified they were.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, Vader is really the baddest dude in the galaxy. I'm scared to death right now.
Yeah, I think there's no complaints.
Yeah.
From anyone.
But. Yeah, so that's what I need. I don't like Han Solo. Yeah, I said it. I don't like.
Hot take. Why don't you like Han Solo?
I mean, it's not all right. I shouldn't say I don't dislike Han Solo. I just don't like him. The same way, like I don't dislike Rocky Road ice cream. I just don't fuck with it. Right. Like I guess the Star Wars I love is lightsabers, Force, the mysticism part of it, I guess. And Han Solo is just like the dude with the fast car. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess he's supposed to be a rogue, but I know rogues, and he doesn't really remind me of anybody I know. I guess. I just never...
He's the cool guy. He's the guy amongst this that's like, you know what? I hold my own.
I guess. He ain't Sokka. I'm saying, you got Aang,
he is on Katara, that level.
And Sokka. Han Solo is not on Sokka's level.
Yeah, he's a, I don't know how to forward it, but you know if you're up with these new movies, they're put with Han as the leader. They're all right. They know they're all right because he's gonna pull something together. Now, where you live, I don't know. But you'll be all right.
You'll be all right until you're not all right.
Until someone with a lightsaber shows up.
Until you're like, we just got to make it till the lightsaber guy shows up. That's all we got to do.
And then we pray Luke comes. Or you're praying, like, please, one of you, please be force sensitive, please.
Hey, that's
looking at Finn, like, please.
That's a whole other movie right there. Han Solo's in charge, and everybody behind him's like, "Oh Jesus, please, where are the Jedi?" And then he's like, "What'd you say? Nothing, Captain Solo, nothing, Commander Solo. We got you." He's like, "Please."
That's what Chewbacca's saying too. Yeah, you just don't know.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, I speak." No, you don't. Yeah. You don't speak Wookiee. Chewbacca's scared to death right now. He's like, "This motherfucker." Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So yeah, I'm just not a Han Solo guy, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When he showed up in spoilers, what was it, Rise of Skywalker? I was like, oh, "There's Han." Cool. Yeah, I was like, "There's Han." you know. But that was more on like a father coming to talk to his son thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about it. But just Han Solo, I don't know. Not my dude. Not my dude. He's just not. But
All right. Well.
okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What anime are you watching right now, son?
You're just asking. We're gonna have no content for next week.
A lot can happen in a week, bud. A lot can happen.
I'm not gonna talk about Jujutsu Kaisen
Why
right
not?
now.
But
I didn't finish it.
You didn't finish it. Well, where are you at so far? Please tell the audience.
No, that's a long rant.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're sorry. We're being nice today. But you let me say I don't like Han Solo.
Okay. Jujutsu Kaisen, don't get it twisted. It is a good show. A 10 out of 10? No.
Legendary?
No. Does it have a lot of potential? Yes, it does.
Is it Naruto?
Did it go off on a strong start? Yes. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I would. I said that.
The start. You did say that.
I would say I would give it an 8 out of 10. The way the first 4 episodes happened, I thought it would be a masterpiece. I really did.
Yeah.
Like the first 4 or 5 episodes, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like the next. This is like when kids talk about like what they grew up like shonen or whatever. I thought it would be that like Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like My Hero.
What did dude say?
I don't know.
Saying that might be the GOAT.
yeah, RDC. Yeah. Like I really like. Does
funny.
it still have like so? I guess now if a kid like 10 years from now was like, oh yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. That's what I had. OGs. Like
Yeah.
if some kid is talking like mess, like all this mess about it.
Yeah.
And like saying like disrespecting like
Yeah.
the stuff like I grew
Like
up on.
Naruto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be like, slap him. Like, what's wrong with you?
Man, boy, let me
But
slap you. That's awesome.
I would say that now, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, one thing I think that the studios are doing like well now, like smart, is they're doing it yearly, like a season, like yearly,
Okay.
instead of what what like Naruto and all that stuff did, and like Bleach, was they just kept making it, and then they'd make fillers because they're caught up or whatever,
So
or
it's
like to
taking
give
a
them
break.
time.
Yeah.
So now we might still get fillers, but that's like an episode or 2, if we get any.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we have to wait whatever, like a year. But we would have to. I mean, I'd rather have a year for something really good.
Mm-hmm.
Which we wait that long for regular TV, so I'm not complaining.
Yes, we do.
Even longer. If you have a deal with Netflix or HBO, take all the time you need.
Yeah, we got you. They'll be here.
Yeah.
They ain't going nowhere. They're the ones
Stranger
that
Things.
they created COVID. Them, Steve Bezos, and Home Depot CEO.
Yes.
They created COVID.
Wait, who is it? Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, sorry, I said Steve Bezos.
Jeff Bezos, Home Depot. What else was the other one?
CEO of Home Depot and Lowe's.
Yeah, because Jeff Bezos needed it for not just
to go over
the
the
shipping,
top.
but no, he needed it for the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
He's like the most expensive show, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like, oh god, I need.
I gotta get people to start watching Prime.
Yeah.
To get them to start watching Prime, I gotta ship more shit. He said,
Yep.
what can I do to make people stay home and watch TV? And he said, Home Depot, you want in on this? I'm gonna need help.
And then you just hear the theme song start playing, like, and like whoever the CEO is, who is the CEO?
I don't know. He's just like
an entity.
Yeah, it probably is.
Or talking like Hammer or something.
Probably is. Guy rolls around on wood chips all day.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I really don't know. And I'm Home Depot every day.
Mm-hmm.
Pooh was like, man, you need to go to Lowe's. It's black owned.
Is it?
And I said,
is it really?
No, it's not black owned.
I feel like that would be a very big deal.
Pooh, I was like, I don't know about that. He was like, no, Matt. He said, well, maybe the CEO is black. I said, well, that's not the same, but all right. So yeah.
Even then, I feel like we would know.
I feel like we would too.
There's how many?
I'm gonna see CEO. Let's see. I'm gonna say it's old white guy. What do you think?
Of CEO? Oh yeah, and
of
founder.
Lowe's?
I'm gonna say
No, definitely
same.
not founder.
Yeah, they somehow they're If it was Founder, it wouldn't even be called Lowe's. They would have bought that and
Yeah. Let me see.
and changed history, so we would never know.
Oh, it's a black dude. CEO Lowe is a black dude.
Wow.
Oh shit. All right, change everything. Yeah. He ain't
Really?
black. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
oh
like-
wow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
impressed
Yeah.
because Pooh knew that. not because it's the CEO is a black guy.
Oh,
because
gosh.
Pooh knew that.
Yes. Hey, he was right. Fuck.
He was. Okay.
My man. Man, that's a game changer. Now I'm like, fuck. Maybe I should fuck with Lowe's. He's only 55. Damn.
Good for him.
Yeah. Wow. Hold
What's
on.
his name?
Marvin. As soon as I saw his last name, I knew his name is Marvin Ellison. I was like, yeah, that's a
Oh.
brother for sure. Damn.
Where's he from?
He was
where's he
CEO of
born,
J.C. Penney's.
What
This
the-
dude is
so
killing
he's
it.
just he's
Look, he went to Emory. He went to the University of Memphis. Then got his MBA from Emory.
Memphis.
Man, this dude, he's a beast. He's probably like Ralph Ellison's great grandson or something. You know about Ralph Ellison?
No.
Better look him up. He wrote Invisible Man.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Not the Invisible
No.
Man.
Yeah, the one with the
Yeah, and he also wrote.
with the kid.
The
The
kid.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah, he's. A
I would
black
like
dude
an
and-
excerpt of that.
Yeah, it's a classic, and then I think it's the only book he wrote.
Yeah, I meant
And-
to. That's on my list.
It's upstairs on
Oh.
the bookshelf. And he also wrote this poem called Ardella. You know your Aunt Wiki, Gigi?
Yes.
That's
yes.
her name, Ardella.
I know.
Yeah, I told her at a church.
Shout
one
out.
day. Shout out
the
to
camera,
Gigi.
The camera's about to die.
Yeah, it's about to die. Shout out to Gigi. Speaking of which, that's a decent segue into eventually, hopefully soon, rather than later, we're gonna get the our world famous foodie cousin Courtney to come and guest and tell us about wherever she ate. I think we'll build up to that. I think I get her to take a drink, probably not, but she'll definitely talk about the food because she loves food, and it'll be highly entertaining. I like watching Courtney talk about food because she gets so excited. Like she claps.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that must have been really good. So
To segue off of that,
Hmm.
if anyone wants to ever be a guest, you just gotta hit us up. We're in high demand.
Yeah, we are.
So
I
we
mean,
gotta schedule this out in
we're busy.
advance.
people that
We
know
are-
people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually, you can't DM us. You gotta reach out to our.
you gotta reach out to him. Don't
agent.
reach out to me. Yeah, reach out. Yeah, reach out to his
kidding.
people. These people that know people.
But yeah, we'll fit you in there,
Yeah,
one way
somewhere.
or another.
Yeah, you know.
And
I mean,
then
can,
you have to also come with a drink.
Yes, indeed.
Your drink. Like
Your-
we're not gonna bum off you.
No, drink a
Yeah,
choice.
yeah.
Drink a choice.
Drink a
And we
choice.
will taste it. I mean, I switched up to Manhattan. It was the fastest Manhattan I ever made. But thanks to the power of editing, you didn't get to see that. But it's pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, feel free to come visit us. I'm surprised that my wife, his mother, hasn't come home yet and yelled at us because.
I'm surprised she left. I thought she'd be upstairs watching
Well, no,
TV.
she's over there. She went to see Nico. Shout
Yeah.
out to my niece Nico. She went to see Nico and Chelsea and your uncle Jason.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna watch
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls upstairs.
Oh, yeah, Gilmore Girls. So yeah, hey, hit us up. Let us know what you're binge watching on Netflix right now, because in our house, it's the Gilmore Girls. Yeah,
And Lost.
And
I started
Lost.
watching Lost.
top 3 greatest shows ever made. I dare you to argue with me. I dare you. So,
Top 10.
all right, top 5
Top...
of my era. All right, because don't
Oh,
say
yeah,
don't
I'll say
say
that.
MASH and don't say Mary Tyler Moore. That's what I'm talking about.
What's
Talking
your
about,
era?
like, my era, like as an adult
What do you
viewer, as
claim as your
a,
era?
my era, I guess say 90 to now. What
To
that's my-
now?
yeah, this is.
And you're
I'm
saying
gonna
top 3?
I'm gonna call this
for
the
now?
modern era.
Top
What?
3?
What? Breaking Bad,
I would say
The
that's
Wire, Lost.
You
What else is there?
Okay. I didn't watch any of these, but
Yes,
not all of these. I haven't watched all of these. Okay. The Sopranos.
Top 3, top 5.
I'm just saying shows that
All right,
deserve to be in
isn't
the top
better
5.
than The Wire? Isn't better than Breaking Bad? And
Okay.
it isn't better than Lost.
You,
It's not.
People would very much argue with.
Well,
you.
bring it, please. Bring it. I'm right here.
All right.
You'll see me once a week. Please bring that nonsense to me.
People
and when
argue
you
that
say
that's
that,
the
when you
best
say that
show.
the people on Lost were dead the whole time, I'm done talking to you.
People
I'm done talking to
say
you.
that is the
It's not. The Wire is a far superior show than Sopranos. Period.
no. they say then Breaking Bad. Some people like that's some people. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying that is a debate.
Well, I shouldn't be because Breaking Bad, just in the when the Sopranos go off, it went off in the 2000s.
I feel like 07.
07? Just in the 2000s.
I don't know. That's a random guess.
Breaking Bad, it's a better show than Sopranos. It just is. I don't care what you say. People love Tony Soprano. Yeah, he's pretty dope. I never finished it. That's how I lost interest. I literally lost interest. Whereas like Breaking Bad, I don't even want your grandfather to watch that show. Because if I let your grandfather watch that show, he's going to decide he wants to be Walter White, and it's going to get crazy. Like, that show's that good. So, I don't know.
Okay, well, Game of Thrones.
Top 10.
If season 7 and 8 were just as strong, I'd put it top 5.
I mean, there's an argument.
Actually,
Go ahead.
I'm still gonna put it top 5.
I'll put it top 10.
Bottom 5.
Bottom 5? Yeah, like 6.
Yeah.
Or 7. I just feel like, I think I've already told you this. They gave us everything we wanted. They just rushed it. Like, it was like,
I was just talking about this today with with friends and like over text. But yeah, I said it should have been 10 seasons, 10 episodes each.
Yeah. Like, imagine hooking up with that girl that you've wanted forever. She drags you in the... I know. Going too far.
I rolled my eyes. You're good. You're good.
She drags you in the bathroom, right? And you come out a half an hour later. And your friends are like, what happened? And you're like, we did everything. And they'll be like, you're only in there for a half an hour. That's literally the last season of Game of Thrones. It's like, here's everything. Here it is. And then it's funny. Over way too fast. Like, that's what it was. That's what it was. They could have stretched it out. So.
No, I agree. We could have got the same ending. Actually, but minus the Cersei stuff. But same ending. But
Cersei had 8 episodes of this.
Yeah.
Just stare out the window and take a drink. I'm like, they paid her for that. They literally paid her to come and do that. It's crazy, bud. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, people always talk shit about laws, how there was no plan. I don't believe that. I think there was. I think they made it up as they went. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was going to say the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, obviously, they weren't sure what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
I mean, characters...
Once George R. R. Martin was like, I'm still writing.
And they were like... Crap. Well, okay, so we've been developing Jaime for 6 seasons, so we should just have him run back to Cersei, right? No, that's not what's supposed to happen. Okay.
They probably didn't even talk to Martin.
We've had six seasons of prophecies about how Jon Snow's the chosen one, and he's going to kill the White Walkers, so we're going to have Arya do it. Okay, like it's just that's what it was.
We're gonna forget about all the, you know what? How the White Walkers came to happen?
Yeah,
forget about it. And the 3-eyed Raven. Yeah. Braun the Broken, legend.
Yeah, that's all we need.
The show's filled with legends, but he's the most legendary.
He's the most legendary, so obviously.
Yeah. How is he the most legendary? Yeah. We didn't even know he was alive.
Yeah, we didn't know he was alive. We don't even know he could do all that shit.
He was gone for a season.
Like, literally, no one here knows he can do that shit. No one's sitting there.
Yeah. No one. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. No one knew. No one knew.
No one knew.
They thought he was just They thought he was dead.
Yeah, they were like, oh.
And then he came back. Actually, I forget how he.
And how about in a world like that where there aren't even photographs? You can just show up and say you're somebody. Like, they literally, like...
I don't even think they had paintings in that shit. They had...
Are there?
I feel like there was just statues. I don't think Game of Thrones had paintings.
Yeah, it was just statues. So, like, yeah. So, Braun could... I mean... They
sculpted him as they sculpted him as Ned Stark.
Yeah, they were like...
like, buff, tall.
Yeah, that's what he looked like.
Braun the Broken.
Braun the Broken. He was a small Ned Stark statue.
Braun the Broken.
It's terrible.
He's dead.
Terrible. He shows up. What was it? Because remember when they said him and Rickon... Remember when Theon killed those 2 kids?
Yeah.
And that's how Jack was. They said, yeah, that's them. And people were
like,
okay.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to identify them.
Who actually... So how long did they think that was still them?
Until
his family?
Until Ramsay caught Rickon. Like they thought.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody thought.
Was that
they
really
were
when they all found out?
Yeah.
Like Jon Snow and them.
Yeah, that Rickon was still alive. Because like Arya and all them thought Bran was dead forever. Like,
yeah.
They thought he was gone.
That was season 2.
And like think about that. Your
season
brother,
2 to season 6.
Yeah, so you don't see your brother for 6 years, and he's like 11 when last time you see him. So now he's full blown teenager. Like that would be like and literally, like not seeing you from the time you're 11. You know how much you've changed in that time.
Yeah. And then the first time you see him.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's you. No. Is it you? I'd be like, is it? Is it? Tell me one thing. You'd be like, remember that time I put my finger in the peanut butter? I'd be like, yeah, it's you. Like, it's you, bud. Yeah, Julius. Never mind. I'll just save that. I'll save that for later.
Yeah, that sounded weird, but
yeah. No, you stuck your finger in the peanut butter and put the knife. It was a knife. Oh, I'm sorry.
It was like when you freshly open peanut butter and it's all like pristine and perfect. I had a knife and I like stuck it in the middle like a drill. I spun it around.
And you put the lid back on.
Yeah.
And I swear you probably I think you put the paper back over it.
No, I didn't.
But,
no, I did not. I remember that.
I'm telling you, because I opened up the peanut butter and I saw that and was like, what the fuck is this? Like, why would I be so shocked? It was a brand new, I was like.
It was just so perfect because nothing besides it was really just in the center, just a drill. Like the top was still like perfect.
So terrible. I put that on Facebook.
I know.
I was like, if you open a jar of peanut butter and saw this, what would you do? And everybody was like, take it back. Don't eat it.
It was funny.
I'm like, what is this? Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never knew what I was getting into. Awesome. Well, I don't know. We've covered a lot today.
We did.
Yeah. As far as first podcast go.
Yeah, I feel like we got our footing. At first, I was really nervous.
Yeah.
I got as soon as I was setting up, I was like, man, I gotta talk on camera and talk on a microphone to no one. So that feels really weird.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So it's just getting that.
Be careful what you wish for, bud.
Yeah. Just getting comfortable. Yeah. Like now, I'm gonna be like putting this together and be like, oh, I should just cut the whole beginning and just start in the middle when it's actually like rolling. But you can't do that.
It's our first one.
Yeah, you can't. You know? When I promote it, I'm just gonna show like the best snippet. And
my gosh.
This is it.
I was actually surprised when you said you wanted to put it on YouTube. I thought we were just gonna be, because the camera adds 10 pounds and I'm over here looking like Chunky Monkey, but that's all right. Yeah. Sorry, whatever you want to do, bud.
You're fine.
I'll wear black next time, be more slimming. But I enjoy myself. Think of a nice outro, I guess. Guess it'll come to us organically.
Oh, I have an idea.
You have an idea?
I was just gonna.
Are you gonna say peace out, suckers?
No. No, I meant for like a song, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna change the intro song every week?
I didn't want to do an intro song.
You didn't want to do an intro song?
That's more work.
I just need to hear the 30 seconds of J. Cole. That's all I need. You don't have to do it every week.
We don't even. That's longer than what we even said on our intro.
Really?
Yeah.
You just play in the background. I'm like, hi, this is the son of.
And I can't get that. That's copyright. How am I supposed to?
Isn't there? There's a rule. There's a law. You're allowed to
6
use
6 seconds.
6 seconds. Damn. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, when he's a guest on here, though, I'll just get him and spit it freestyle.
Oh yeah. So
tune in.
Next week we're gonna have a guest, right?
Yeah, might be J. Cole. You never know.
What's his real name? Because we call him by his real name.
Yeah. We don't want to put him out there right now.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that's it though. I think I'm good.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. You see my comic book, so you know I'm legit. I look big as hell on camera. But
yeah. The YouTube thing. I kind of had. We don't have to do it, but I thought to give someone like a visual.
No, we can.
We don't have to.
I'm working out.
We don't have to.
I mean, don't get to see my progression as I slim down.
Actually, we don't have to.
You never know. Never know. Your fans may want to see you. They might want to see you, but.
All right.
All the tenderonies. Shout out to people.
No. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Son and Pop's Culture.
Yeah.
Episode 1.
In the books.
Yeah. I didn't even say my name in the beginning.
Did I say mine?
I don't know.
No, you said I'm son and I'm dad.
Oh, crap. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Can we title the episode? You can't say my name.
All right. I'm Julius.
And I'm Matthew.
This is Sun and Pop's Culture.
Peace.
Thanks for listening.
Relax and take notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Throw you in a choke, gun smoke.